honest answer, we don't really know. At the moment we're at the stage of tracking it. And what's really interesting is we're doing that, of course, through our various scientific mechanisms to know what time does a certain flower begin to come into bud, and count the number of pollinating insects, the time the orchids are ready to be pollinated, and so on and so forth. So we're keeping track of a whole lot of different indices. And what we note is that the timing of things is just slipping. And we can note some of the consequences in terms of how well a crop is pollinated, or the outbreak of a particular insect at the wrong time, so it becomes a problem. But what's interesting, we also find many traditional farming communities doing exactly the same thing, using their own cultural powers of observation, their own record-keeping systems, identifying indicator species of animal behavior, for plants, for the way moss grows or has grown, as far as they can remember, in a particular way, in a particular aspect of the rock or the tree, and saying, my goodness, things are changing. And before it was timed like this, and now we see this is happening, and we can see some of the consequences. So this is very unsettling for everyone, but it does already impact yield. And if it becomes a lot more unsynchronized, it will have very significant consequences. So we need to be prepared to have some tried and tested alternatives to put in place.